Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, please click that subscribe button down below, and remember, likes go a long way to help support the channel. So as you know, I just bought this 2018 Harley-Davidson Softail Heritage 114, and going through, kind of trying to shake out which bike to buy. I was really between this and the Street Glides or the Road Kings. And one of the big selling points that you hear people talk about is the saddlebags. So now that I've had this bike for, I don't know, a couple months now, I've got about 1,700 miles on the odometer, and I'm just back and forth to work with it all the time, which is about a half an hour trip one way. I thought it would be interesting to just go through what can you fit in these saddlebags and what is it that I carry in these saddlebags. That's one thing I really couldn't find when I really started looking at these. I actually had to run into the dealership one day and just try to cram some stuff in the bags on my lunch just to see kind of what it fit. And I thought I would kind of spare you that if I could. So I'm just going to run through exactly what it is I carry on the bike and how it is I go about doing so. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Now, as I take you through all of this stuff, you can click in the link in the description down below. There's going to be links to all these items, so you can go ahead and check them out for yourself if it's something you decided you wanted to pick up, for your bike as well. So in this bag here, I basically keep everything that I know that I'm going to need for pretty much every ride. This stays pretty much the same all of the time. So here you can see I have my gloves, use them every time. This is just like a little beanie. It also has a little thing on the back that kind of protects your neck from the sun. On a longer ride or a really hot day, I will use this. It's also nice to wear like a beanie or something to help keep like hair gel and stuff out of your helmet. Just kind of recommend it. Now, this Kryptonite rotor lock, that actually saved my bike from getting stolen. You can check that video out up above. This is like a $30 lock, I want to say. Again, you can check the prices down below, but this actually kept my bike from getting stolen. Really cheap investment to help protect your bike from getting stolen. This, again, another really awesome investment. This is a slime air pump, and it actually hooks up to the battery tender port on your bike. This is a really awesome way to be able to air up your tires a pound here or there. So, I keep the pump in there, and then I also keep the release for the Bluetooth tire pressure monitoring system that I have on the bike, which again, you can check out in the link down below. But this pump, really awesome, a great quick way to air up your tires. Here, you'll also see I have a lot of these Gox bags. I have no idea what Gox is, but they sell them on Amazon. They're awesome. I use these for organizing all of my stuff basically in both bags, but this is a tool bag that I put together. Here you have, just they call them pucks or something. You put this underneath your Jiffy stand, and it prevents your bike from sinking into the asphalt. If you're on a really hot day, it can happen. You'll come out, your bike will be on its side because thin asphalt layers and the heat basically just turns into a really moldable like clay substance, and the bike can sink right into it. These I've had forever, and I just tossed it in there just because I figured if I got stuck with a flat somewhere and I was stuck in the middle of the sun or something, I could use just a survival blanket to help stay out of the sun. Again, I've had that forever. I just tossed it in the tool bag. This is a little rain sock that goes over the air filter in case you get stuck in rain. I have a little tire repair kit. I'll probably never use that, but it just has some basic tire equipment in there. Doesn't hurt to have it. Another one of these stands that came with two. The tools that come with the bike to adjust the suspension. Some other LED replacement bulbs for the bike. A battery tender voltage meter, which is a great thing to have to test the voltage of the battery. Just plug it into the battery tender. Some replacement earplugs I have tucked away in there. Some hex wrenches just for, if I had to get into anything, but just minor stuff. And this little air gauge, which is basically just a backup in case something were to happen to my Bluetooth tire pressure monitoring system. Now here, I also have a cover for the bike, which I use. It's another security thing to help prevent the bike from getting stolen. Also helps prevent it from getting covered in like dust storms or rainstorms. So I carry that in there. I also have a zip-on liner or exterior, I guess you'd call it, for my jacket. I carry this. I've used it once so far for getting caught in rain. Worked out really well. I'll use that again in the wintertime. I also have another beanie basically. This doesn't have the back protector. It's a little more, it's a little thinner, I guess. I carry that in there as well. So there you have it for the left side of my bike. And now we will get into the right side of the bike. This is my, basically my go bag. This is what I bring into the office with me when I ride to work. This is kind of what comes in and out of the house with me. So anything I need for the day, this is basically what I would call like my day bag, or whatever you want to call it, whatever stupid name you'd have for it. This is an EpiPen that I actually technically don't even need. I don't believe, but whatever, I carry it with me. That's a whole other story. Some bizarre stuff put me in the hospital. They thought I needed an EpiPen, turned out I didn't, but it's just been in the bag. I left it there. Now, this is a lot of the stuff that I use for producing videos. Again, a ton of these Gox bags that I use, they're awesome for stuff like this. This is my audio equipment. This is what I call a cleanup bag. I carry stuff like hair gel, lens wipes, water protector for my phone mount here. Basically just a little slip cover goes over it. My registration. Word of advice, don't keep your registration in your bike if you don't have to. This bag goes in and out of the house with me every day, and the reason being is if somebody steals my bike, I don't want them to have my registration, which has my address and all that other stuff on it as well. So I just kind of keep that in and out of the house with me, just kind of word to the wise. This is some GoPro accessories, some cables, things like lightning cables for charging my phone, so on and so forth. Some camera gear, miscellaneous stuff, and then a lunch box. I carry a lunch box with some cold water for days like today. Also an ice pack. I can throw my phone, like while I'm recording this video, I'll keep my phone in here just to keep it out of the sun, keep it cool. And when you're out here, right now it's 98 degrees, stay hydrated. So there you have it in a nutshell. That is everything that I can carry in this bike. As you see, it is a lot of stuff that you can fit in these bikes. The bags that I have inside of the saddlebags are these Harley-Davidson little tote bags. They actually work out really, really well. You probably could find something maybe a little bit cheaper, but these have worked really well for me. They're actually fitted right to the same size of the saddlebag itself. So as you can see, that is a lot of stuff that you can fit in these bags. So for anybody who says that you need more bike than this as far as its capacity to carry stuff, I challenge that a little bit. Now, if you're going to go on some massive, week-long journey, obviously you're not going to fit everything you need in these bags. You're going to need an additional tour pack or something that goes on the back of the bike. But you're also going to need that if you're on a larger touring bike, most likely as well. So, yes, those touring bikes have much larger bags on them, or marginally larger bags in them. But I think for your average person, this is certainly going to do just fine. I ride with these Harley-Davidson mesh gloves. I don't know what the model is. I will find out and put in that link down below. This is the Harley-Davidson switchback jacket. I also have the armor in the elbows, shoulders, and the back pad as well. They have just a little insert. You basically put that armor in there. This jacket is awesome. I absolutely love this jacket. Again, highly recommend. And I'm not just saying that because, it's a Harley jacket. I really don't care about the label. But what I like about this jacket is it has just enough orange on the back to be seen, but not to be obnoxious. It also has, when you put the zip-on panels on, they're also orange as well. But again, it's not obnoxious. This is the Shoei RF-SR helmet. I absolutely love this helmet. It's done wonders for me. Again, I would highly recommend this helmet. Now I have this quad lock phone holder on the handlebars, and you can mount it in either orientation, which is nice too. So if you prefer to use your maps, in a landscape mode, you can do that, and it holds it on there really well. So, that is basically what I have on this bike in a nutshell. So thank you very much for watching. Again, if this is your first time tuning in, please click that subscribe button down below, and remember, likes go a long way to help support the channel.